family. So, welcome back. Today we are talking about the Justin Bieber. I just want to clarify, I am not a believer, never was a believer. So, I think that there's like a really distinct question about Justin Bieber for women my age, especially. I am 26. So, I think most of us fall into two categories. One is that you were a believer, and like that's fine. Like, be a believer, believe that, like you're all good. And then the other category is women that were like pick me's, not believers. And that was me. Like, I hated Justin Bieber because I wasn't like other girls. You know what I'm saying? I think there's like two distinct camps. Also, I literally feel like I'm in the sun right now. Let me turn some of my lights down because I feel like this is just a lot. But yeah, so just like a vibe check for the group. That was a really weird way I just got down. Vibe check for the group. Were you a believer or were you like a pick me anti-believer? Or did you not care? Like, did I'm probably so loud to you because I know the mic is over there. Did you not care? Were you a girly that was like, I don't care? And I guess there's men here. I guess that there's men here. My hair is wet. I feel so weird. I also think part of the problem, so let me just tell you, I'm coming to you, like, look at me. Literally look at me. I don't even look bad. I just look like I just got, like, thrown around. Today was my second day back at work from summer. So that's just a lot. And so the AC was not working, but now it is. It started working late in the day today. Because yesterday it wasn't working, and I said, y'all have 48 hours. Respectfully, you have 48 hours. And so I was setting up my classroom in the heat. So I'm just a little disoriented because I was just in a hot room moving desk all day. And like a special thing happens to me when I am setting up my classroom where I turn into like a zombie. Like, I'm climbing over furniture, I'm moving stuff around. Like, I'll arrange the room, I'll walk through it, sit in a couple of desks, and then I'm like, no. And then I rearrange the entire room again, and I'm like, yes. So that's what I've been doing all day. Great. Let me read the chat. I hated him. How's back to school prep? Fine. It's cool. I like my administrators, so we're cool. Everyone keeps getting mad at me because I keep calling it child abuse class, but tomorrow I have to get there, like, for reals on time for this class about, like, mandated reporter stuff. And everyone just keeps getting mad at me because I go, oh, are you ready for child abuse class? And they're like, stop calling it that. But that is literally what someone called it. Like, when they made an announcement about it, they called it the child abuse class. So I don't feel like I'm making a joke. I feel like I'm just referring to it as what it was told to me, which was the child abuse class. But we literally, you can't see it, but we have 120 slides tonight. But there's a lot of pictures and a lot of videos, which is great because my brain is not firing on all cylinders. Oh my God, and I can't believe I forgot to tell you this. So I'm doing Insanity. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been doing Insanity all summer. It is going to be done at the end of this week. So, like, there was a little bit of a crossover with work, but it's fine. But it's like, I'm very much suffering. Because the last week of Insanity, a lot of the days are like 90 to 120 minutes. It's very long. So I had like an hour and 20 minutes today. So I did like 20 minutes before work, and then I was sweating all day at work, and then I had to do another hour when I got home. I was so over it. But I have not skipped it at all. So the fact that I have like 4 days left, I don't care if I have to stay up all night. It is getting done. Like, it's not optional. I'm doing it. But yeah, a lot going on. Always late for class, but still make sure to catch it on YouTube. I feel like on TikTok I can never see you guys. Sorry. But let's go ahead and talk about Justin Bieber. My virtual assistant helped out with this. So the way I thought it was going to work with her is I was like, oh, I shouldn't have like named her. Sorry about that. It wasn't her name, but I just told you she's a woman. But honestly, is anyone surprised? Raise a hand if you're surprised. No one. But anyway, I thought like she would do 2 a month and I would do 2 a month. But what's ended up happening is we just like work on them together, which is working a lot better because then like, I don't know, I just like working on it together because she's really good and she has really good ideas, and then I can kind of give her feedback, and then instead of sitting and doing it at one time, I like look at it a couple times, so I revisit it. So anyway, it's going really well, but she helped out with this, which is why some of the videos I haven't seen, but most of them I at least kind of looked at it a little bit. So anyway, let's freaking talk about the Justin Bieber. I didn't realize his middle name was Drew, but that really, really tracks, I guess. Does Mr. Redacted watch stream? That's hilarious. He does it like, okay, I'm sitting down to watch, but like lots of times when I'm streaming, he'll like check in and see like what I'm talking about or how it's going or like what's going on. But he's not like, all right, 7 p.m., turn it on. Does that make sense? So, like, he might be in here occasionally, but not for very long. This is the best class to finish my TikTok to Twitch pipeline. So anyway, Justin Drew Bieber is a Canadian-born singer. He was discovered by American record executive producer Scooter Braun in 2008. Is Scooter Braun a terrible person? I feel like we know something about Scooter Braun. What is it? I don't know. And he was also brought to the forefront because of Usher, because they did a record together. Usher, both of whom formed the record label, blah, 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 blah. He's super, 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 super fucking famous, and has crazy numbers. Yes, he is. That's what I thought. So, he bought Taylor's masters out from under her. Kesha, oh, that's the one. Because I know Kesha was like Dr. Luke was the main one with Kesha, but there were other people involved too. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I know this name before, and I know it from, like, not a positive context. Swifties hate Scooter. That's what I thought. Look at my drink. It looks like a vampire drink. It's a Shirley Temple. It's a dirty Shirley Temple, if we're being honest. Anyway, the early life of Justin Bieber, like we said, he was born in 1994 in London, Ontario, and he was raised in Stratford, Ontario. His parents are Jeremy Mac Bieber and Patty Millette. They were both 18 when he was born and split up not long after birth. So, like, kind of humble backstory, you guys. Patty worked a series of low-paying jobs, raising Bieber as a single mother in low-income housing. Not to discount his story, but if I had to be a single mother, I think I'd rather do it in Canada. I live in America, and I can't imagine it's worse in Canada. You know, he's just like me. Where was I? Millette's mother, Diane, and stepfather, Bruce, helped raise Bieber. I saw a tweet one time that was like, if you've never had to go live with your grandma, you haven't seen shit. And I think that that's so true, because I never had to go live with my grandma as a kid, and I really didn't see that much shit as a kid. And I think that's, like, a really good measure of, like, if someone has seen shit. So anyway, his ancestry, we love Wikipedia. He attended 2 French language immersion schools in Stratford, a Catholic school and a public school. Does Justin Bieber speak French? I feel like he would be the person to go to a French elementary school and somehow still not speak French. And then he went to Stratford St. Michael's Catholic Secondary School and graduated in 2011 with a 4.0 GPA. I don't even mean to be a hater, but that just does not track for me. From his father, he has 3 additional half-siblings. He has 2 younger sisters and a brother. He has a stepsister through his father's marriage. And it seems like they all hang out. And then there's, again, about his educational stuff. So, the rise to stardom. While searching for videos of different singers, Scooter Braun, the former marketing executive of So So Def Records and apparently Demon, clicked on one of Justin Bieber's 2007 YouTube videos by accident, apparently. Again, like, I think so much of what happens in Hollywood is a lie, and what they, like, sell to us as the public. I don't know if he was actually clicking around on YouTube. Okay. So Braun tracked down Bieber's school theater that he was performing at and then contacted the mom, who was reluctant because Scooter Braun is Jewish, I guess. So really didn't foresee anti-Semitism coming to the forefront tonight. But I guess that's the thing about anti-Semitism, is that you never know where it's going to pop up and you always have to be vigilant against it. Who knew? In the Justin Bieber lore, that anti-Semitism would be at the forefront. Anyway, At 13, he went to Atlanta, Georgia with Braun to record demo tapes, and then he began singing for Usher 1 week later, and then he signed. So it was like very like quick in the moment, literally within a year from this YouTube getting discovered. Then he moved to Atlanta with his mother to pursue further work with Braun and Usher, and then Braun became Bieber's manager in 2008. So like I said, literally within a year. But I'm also kind of confused about how did he graduate high school with a 4.0 from the other school? See what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of times they're not telling us things. Here, let me make sure my volume is up. So these are some of his like old YouTube, and it was under the name Kid Rawl. Is that what that is? Is that what that is? That's horrifying, actually. I don't think I would allow my kids to be famous. And that's hilarious that his mom was like, I'm hesitant not because fame of children is exploitative, but because of your religion. That is really giving me pause. I'm definitely fine with my son being shoved into the public eye and being seen by millions of people and being made money off of him. That's A-okay. But your religion is not sitting well with me. It is not sitting well with me. So here's Justin as a kid. I love an old-ass YouTube video. Love it. Yeah. Play those drums, JB. He's getting into it. The mom was like, exploiting children, check, Jewish, This is TikTok material from back in the day. I'm sorry we're still watching that. I kind of forgot that was on, I'm gonna be honest. Here's him singing. Like a dream come true. I'd like to take a moment for the hair. Can we all just pause and acknowledge the hair? 2, I just want to be with you. 3, girl, it's plain to this is the opposite of soothing.
You're the only one for me. And 4, repeat steps 1 through 3.
But him traveling to a different country with a stranger. Okay, but then again, at this point, she was in her 20s. So, like, she's in her 20s. She's trying her best, you guys.
Forever I believe my word is done. And the stars back hit 1. Yeah. 1.
Yeah.
Come true.
Yeah.
2,
Scooter Braun on YouTube.
Just wanna be with you. 3, girl, it's plain to see that you're the only one for me. And 4, make fun love.
He's killing it for real. Like, I really can't even say shit. Like, I'm trying to hate.
Forget the words.
And the charisma. That is always the piece. Is do they have charisma and the it factor? I was saying that about Kamala Harris the other day because on TikTok, and I was like, she just has an it factor that Joe Biden doesn't have. Like the laugh, the being able to have like a little like a improv ad-lib kiki moment to legit throw a little joke. That's something you cannot teach. You either have it or you don't. So anyway, his debut was one time in 2009, and it literally blew the fuck up. And I'm sorry for the YouTube crowd. This video is gonna get like snipped, tucked, like this video is gonna be unbotched, how much I'm gonna have to cut it. I didn't think about the fact that I was gonna have to sit here through multiple Justin Bieber videos, but I'm in now. I'm no longer a pick-me. I can admit that this is a banger. Like, at the time, I was like, I hate Justin Bieber. I think guys that fucking skateboard and are mean to me are so cool, but now I can recognize, because I'm mature, I'm like, no, like, he really has something going. Walk down the aisle to this. I'm sorry. I hate to keep pausing it, but I thought of that, and I needed you guys to be thinking about that with me. Imagine you think you're about to hear like a little piano, Here Comes the Bride, and fucking one time starts playing. And the lyrics aren't even bad for that. Like, it kind of makes sense. Girl got paid. And how groundbreaking to have the love interest as a brunette. People were not doing that in 2009. I know for you kids out there, you're like, brunettes are everywhere. But in 2009, it was actually illegal for brunettes to be on TV. Pushing. But that is how he was introduced to the world for us. And then one of his first huge gigs was singing for the Obamas at the White House on Christmas. I had no idea that this happened. Barack Obama looks thrilled. I bet he handpicked him. He said, yeah, I want Justin Bieber there. Yeah, call him. Get his ass there.
There's no Christmas without presents. Really? Somebody should have told my grandmother.
What is happening?
And we have one for
I guess
you
it's
tonight,
the,
Mr. President and Mrs. Obama. In the
what is
glory
this?
days of Motown, an artist captured the attention of the world with this song, which he made into a classic.
Mr. Lopez?
Sunday at Christmas not only helped launch the career of one of your favorites, Stevie Wonder, but it has done the same via YouTube for our next artist tonight. Like you, Mr. President, this young man has many fans trying to shake his hand without permission.
I guess something happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, pop music's current sensation, Justin Bieber.
Why is he at the White House? He's not even American. This is treason. This is treason. I will not sit by and watch my country be invaded on Jesus's birthday. I feel like they had no idea how to dress him for this event. What they picked is not horrible, but it does have a glaring air of a bunch of men in a room being like, what do you put a 13-year-old boy pop star in for a White House Christmas party? And this is what they landed on. Like I said, not awful. Could have done better. I would have put him in like a red velvet suit with no tie. Like suit jacket, no tie. But this is a lot. This is a lot. And I think that, no, it's pretty bad. I meant it doesn't look good, but I meant like it's appropriate. Like it's formal enough, I think, but it does not look good in any way, shape, or form. And I really think that our country has gone downhill dramatically since 2009, and maybe it was because of this. It might have been. Who's to say? He was also a performer on New Year's Eve 2009. Like in 2009, you could not tell him shit. He was also with Selena Gomez. We will get into the Selena and Justin Bieber timeline. This is with One Less Lonely Girl. I think the full album was out by now. Also, we're not going to go through like every detail of his discography. We're going to talk more about like gossip and memes. That was the outfit after the initial 3 outfit rejections. Not the boot! What happened? Justin! My first real boyfriend had the Bieber cut in 2009. Oh, all the little boys were hitting with the... I should have done it for tonight. My hair's wet, so I'm not going to be able to do it, but... Perfect. I need more. I wish my hair wasn't wet. I need like a clip. Perfect. We'll see how long this lasts. It would look so much better if my hair wasn't wet, but here we are. Let me hide more of my forehead. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I feel like Jenna Marbles right now, and I'm really happy about it. Justin, what did you get here? So my man is fucking crushing it. Like, my man is out here, all the things. So, okay, from 2009, fractured my foot and had to finish the song on a broken foot. After I was done, I was in such pain, I skipped the encore. That's crazy. So that happened in November. So that was prior to the White House Christmas party and New Year's Eve. And this was at Wembley Arena in London. I guess he just tripped while he was dancing, but he suffered on through. Then January 2010, so like literally a couple weeks later, he was a presenter at the Grammys. He was invited to be the vocalist for the remake We Are the World for its 25th anniversary benefit Haiti after the earthquake. That was a mouthful of a fucking charity event. That's the thing. Girl, that's Trump hair. I'm literally Justin Bieber. I don't know who you're talking to. That's the thing that rich people don't understand about charities. It needs to be a short name. Do any of you watch, but I am kind of over this in the way that it feels on my eyebrows, so we're going to stop. Do any of you watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where they're always talking about, like, the homeless but not toothless, toothless and homeless, that charity that no one can ever remember the name of? That's what I feel like We Are the World 25th anniversary to benefit Haiti after the earthquake. You couldn't have just said, like, benefit for, like, Haitian relief or something? I don't, like, 25th anniversary? Like, it's just a lot. A professional still performing with a boot. Wait, Trump took Justin's hair? The choice we're making. Oh, I cannot watch this whole thing. I guess a fuck ton of people were in it, and then he was in it. So he has also been on SNL a million times. He has been on SNL fucking relentlessly, starting in 2010. So literally right after he got famous. It was hosted by Tina Fey. He performed Baby and You Smile and did a teacher sketch, which I think I have. The sirens you may be able to hear on the street could not have had better timing. I think we need to move on. Yeah. So where do we go from here is the question. Okay. Anyways, you know, being an SNL writer is hard because you have to always be putting something out there. And raise your hand if you were scared. That's okay. I was scared too. Next slide. I don't think I can, you guys. Like, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. So moving on to when he guest starred in CSI. Hopefully this goes better.
He's wired. He's got a bomb.
He's lying. There's no bomb. Look, those two.
We don't get to know. I guess we have to watch the whole episode. Does he live or die? So anyway, just kind of an overview of his musical career. He has 6 studio albums, 3 remix albums, 3 compilation albums, 2 extended plays, 76 singles, 10 promotional singles, and as of June 2019, he had sold an estimated 150 million records worldwide. This makes him one of the best-selling music artists of all time. He was named the greatest pop star of 2016. He was also named Billboard Year-End Top Male Artist 2016 and placed 7 on the magazine's Decade and Top Artist of the 2010s. So he's super, super successful. I told you we're not going to go through his whole discography. I just kind of like have an overview of what he is doing. Purpose is his best album. Justin, this is going to ruin the tour. Is he supposed to be intimidating with the hair swoop? Yeah, just like I was. So, career beginnings, My World, Baby Bieber. Then he did Never Say Never, Under the Mistletoe, then Believe, Journals, then Purpose. This was kind of a rebrand. Then he did a lot of collaborations. And now he made that song Yummy, which was a lot. So anyway, let's talk about Never Say Never. This was a 3D part biopic, part concert film about Justin Bieber. It was released in 2011. It grossed $30 million. So I know we kind of like skipped ahead and just went through his whole career. But like I said, 2009 to like 2013, you really could not tell this man shit. Like he was everywhere. And I think he's a really good example of like the music industry machine. Like Justin Bieber, yes, like we saw, he's a talented singer, but there's lots of kids that are talented singers. Like I think he made the right connections and met the right people, and like the industry did their work on him. Like they gave him a color scheme, they gave him an outfit, they gave him lots of producers. And again, he's talented, but it just like, I think the longevity of his career is a testament to like the management he has been under, even though I know we hate Scooter Braun. But you know what I mean? 2011 was the year of musician movies. So yeah, it grossed $31 million, which is huge. And here's the trailer for it.
It's the rags to riches story. He never had any lessons or anything.
I knew he could play the drums. I never knew he could sing.
Just stay focused.
He's a normal guy who's attractive, yeah.
Every label said there's no platform for him, but he won people over.
It was just
Every label said there's no platform for him, but he won people over. Literally, Scooter Braun found him on YouTube, and then it was fucking guns blazing. After that, like, what are you talking about?
Crazy how it all came around.
Never say never.
You sell
Jaden Smith.
You're for real.
My name is Justin. This is how I go.
That is cool. Most toddlers can't do that. Why do I feel low-key inspired right now? They said he would never make it. Who? Who said he would never make it? And this is 2 years into his career.
I've been a fan of him from when he posted
The amount
his
of you that
last
said
video.
you cried at this
I'll be
movie.
his fan till he posts his last video.
Was that one of you?
You hear these stories how tough it is for adults. He's 16 and he's doing it all on his own.
Just an ordinary kid.
He almost passed me by.
He's such an inspiration. He came from like such a small town, and it gives us hope.
I think to myself, I was once
Nice.
chilling in my room just in a regular place, and now I'm in this big world. It's just crazy how it all came around.
He's living an extraordinary life, but it's just like
Just classmates in second grade. Get off the screen, Scooter. Oh no! This is gonna ruin the tour! On Valentine's Day, that's what I thought. C. Bieber. Eat your heart out, ladies. Like never before. Wink, wink. Children from small towns are just as musically capable as non-poor children. Joe Biden. Oh, let the beat drop. I can't stop watching this. We're never gonna finish this.
His fans did this.
He taught me how to never give up on anything.
This kid knew what he wanted.
Justin has worked so hard.
He could really be.
Okay, I think we get the point. So he has 2 Grammy Awards, 8 Juno Awards, 2 Brit Awards, 26 Billboard Music Awards, 22 ASCAP Awards, 18 American Music Awards, 23 Teen Choice Awards, 9 Nickelodeon Choice Awards, 8 iHeartRadio Music Awards, 6 MTV Music Video Awards. He also has won a record 22 MTV Europe Music Awards, the most wins for any artist. He has set 33 Guinness World Records, and at one point, Baby was the most disliked video on YouTube. If they're talking about you, you're making money. This is probably my favorite clip of him in existence.
Ever cut your hair? You will.
Yeah.
We'll lose this due at some point.
Some point, probably within a year,
Can I be there?
maybe.
Can I have the exclusive? Can
Maybe.
I help cut it? I mean, I don't want to interfere.
No, you can't help cut it.
I don't want
I love the way he interviews because he's such a teenager. Because, like, he's like, what the fuck do you care? Like, he's trying to be polite, but he just does not understand what's happening.
to interfere, but can I be there for like the one scissor like
No,
moment?
I'm not gonna like shave it or anything, but it'll just be different, shorter.
Okay.
Like-
Because Selena Gomez said that she wants to cut your hair.
Yeah,
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear that, but
What do you think
it
of
sounds like something she'd say.
that?
I like that laugh.
That's my evil laugh. I have a few different versions.
Why is she hitting on him? Why is she literally hitting on him? He went on the My World Tour doing 127 shows between June 2010 and October 2011 at 16 years old. This man is working. And then they said he graduated high school with a 4.0. I just don't believe that.
Now I am backstage at the American Music Awards with the man of this entire night, Justin Bieber.
That's a child.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so 4 awards. What are you feeling right now?
Well, I have a little bit of a headache. It's been a lot. It's been, amazing. I want to thank all my fans and everything for really supporting me. And it's been a great night.
Yeah, and to be up there with Usher, who's your mentor,
Yeah.
that had to be pretty special.
Very special, very special.
Yeah, and I mean, your fans
To
have
have
been
Usher
behind
as your
you.
mentor.
They love you. What do you have to say to them? I mean, this is just such a huge year for
I'm
you.
gonna look at the camera like I'm looking into my fans' eyes. I want to say thank you so much, all my fans, for all your support.
He's so real for mentioning that.
You guys have done over this past 2 years, 3 years even, and I couldn't have done it without you.
So, yay. Nice for him. Then he did the Believe World Tour. That was 2012 to 2013. Then he did the Purpose World Tour. That was 2016 to 2017. Then the Justice World Tour was in September 2022. And that was his last world tour. But you never know. I feel like I'm seeing a Vegas residency for him. That's what I'm seeing. He's also done 4 promotional tours as well as 188 live performances separate from touring. So... It seems like he's working a ton, and I think it is inherently exploitative to make money off of child celebrities. I think it's inherently exploitative that tons of people are making millions of dollars off of a child going on stage. I want to be clear about that. That being said, teenage boys have a lot of energy, so this does not surprise me, and I feel like he probably was tired, but like 16-year-old boys are insane. And, like, I know he was older later here, but him being like, tour. Like, I'm with teenagers all the time because I teach high school. And they'll literally wake up at, like, 6 a.m., go to a full day of school, go to, like, 4 hours of football practice, play video games till 2 a.m., and then sleep for 3 hours, and then wake up and do the exact same thing. So, I'm like, I think he was probably living pretty good. But who am I to say? I wasn't there. So this is him on his Believe World Tour. Insane that they had him do 150 shows as a teenager. Exactly. Like, because of what I was saying, that teenagers are like, go, go, go. That's why adults are supposed to be like, maybe we don't do that. Maybe go to school. And this is like when he started getting in his little, like, less of like a young kid, and he was like, I wear tank tops now, I have muscles, I am very cool. And speaking of, like we kind of already talked about, there's a lot of sexualization of him when he was literally a child. There's been many times where grown women had put their hands on him or asked sexual or inappropriate questions when he was 14, 15, 16 years old. In a separate radio show when he was around this age, Justin is asked if he likes French girls, and when he says that he does, the host says why, because they have big boobs, and then the host asked, do you know how to French kiss? The star is 15 years old in a clip that features a woman radio host saying to him, my parents never gave me the sex talk, why don't you give me the sex talk? And in response, Justin immediately admits that he's uncomfortable with the question, and he replies, I feel uncomfortable right now, why do you want the sex talk from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird. He seems pretty normal. Like, it seems like he's handling this fucking awesome from what I'm seeing. Like, every time adults are weird to him, he's like, you're being weird. And like, when that lady was literally flirting with him, he made fun of her. Like, I think it seems like he has a pretty level head on his shoulders for being a 15-year-old that's extremely famous. So, you know, I'm going to give a little credit where credit is due. In another interview, a radio presenter warns Justin when he was underage to wear condoms, and then another male host said that Justin had beautiful and great lips, just like really overall, like being kind of inappropriate. And this is James Corden. I don't like James Corden. I think he's so fucking annoying and cringy. And this is him, like being weird with Justin Bieber. I hate that it's titled Hilarious.
Get ready for Bieber fever. Justin Bieber's here, everybody.
I love the way he called her out, right? He was like, weirdo.
I'm doing great.
This is your first Brit Awards. Are you enjoying it?
It is. It's my first time here. I'm really excited. So many people are so nice here, and I'm excited.
Can I say this? Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16.
Like, why is everyone being weird? Everyone's giving weird. And then in 2012, Katy Perry was caught on camera grabbing his butt when they met backstage at a concert. I think so. He was born in 94, so he might have been 18 at this point, but still, I feel like it's weird. The amount of times he's had to communicate that he's uncomfortable, exactly. Yeah, she literally just grabbed his ass. And I think, like, not to be like men's rights matter, but like, I think people don't talk about it because he's a man now. And they're like, oh, men are inherently sexual, so this is fine. But it's really not. He's still a child, and it's inappropriate for adults to be acting this way towards him and talking to him this way, even though he's a boy. Like, and I think it really gets glossed over because he's a boy. So at the AMAs in 2012, Jenny McCarthy grabbed Justin and repeatedly kissed his neck and pawed at his butt when she presented him with an award. She later told Access Hollywood that her emotions took over and she was living out a cougar fantasy, and she said, I couldn't help it. He was just so delicious. Isn't Jenny McCarthy, like, anti-vaccine? What the fuck is going on with Jenny McCarthy? Someone come get Jenny McCarthy. I think this is the AMA 2012. Unfortunately, we're going to watch it.
The American Music Award goes to...
Why is it on a phone? We literally just witnessed a crime. Look at his face and the way that... Why was this not, like, headline news? I kind of low-key don't even want to watch it. I hope it doesn't get worse than that. Okay, it doesn't, but still, that was pretty bad. That was weird as fuck. That was so much worse than I thought. I don't know what I thought, but that was way worse than I thought. Yikes on bikes. And then this is her imagining dating Justin Bieber.
How have you been enjoying the night so far?
Great. I just got to knack Justin Bieber and grab his butt.
I thought that you, like, totally...
Can someone check Jenny McCarthy's Instagram DMs? Like, I think she needs to be on a watch list.
Like, it was like a full-on, almost makeout session.
It was a little cougar scary.
Yeah.
But I took the opportunity in the window, considering I'll never get to do it again, and kind of...
Damn straight, because I'm going to put you in prison.
Molested him.
Why not? Well, we hear that he may be back on the market now and available.
Can you imagine how hilarious that would be? That would be the cougar score of the century. Jenny McCarthy dates Justin Bieber.
Would you?
I want some Bieber fever.
What the fuck is wrong with this woman? That was insane. Someone needs to check her. Someone needs to check her. Like, actually, I'm being so serious. Can someone report that to the FBI? He was on SNL a bunch more times, so this one is in 2013. Let me see if I have any clips from this. Hopefully this one's less weird. Like, why is everyone so sexual towards Justin Bieber? This is so odd. I actually think I know why. I think Justin Bieber became such a hit because young girls were attracted to him because he was a young boy. Like, it makes sense that a 13-year-old girl would have a crush on a 13-year-old boy. That's not weird at all. So that's why he became super popular. And then all these companies and, like, celebrities wanted to, like, capitalize on that and cash in on that. And they were just extremely exploitative to him in a sexual way because, in a way, like, his fans liked him in that way. So they felt like that just gave them permission to try and, like, use that. Oh, God, it's so weird and gross.
We're in the dining hall, and he grabbed the last veggie omelet.
It's not grabbing me. This is just, like, random compilations of him. We already watched that one. Laugh tracks were a dark time.
People Beyonce. Then I heard you try to, like, you know, skimmy, slam on Taylor Swift.
Why is there a room full of adults being weirdly sexual to a child yet again? I didn't even mean for this stream to be so heavy of that, but once I noticed it, it's just, like, radiating from everything.
What is your problem?
I mean, man, I'm a 15-year-old boy.
Okay.
Yeah, the way he keeps saying, I'm a 15-year-old boy. I'm a 15-year-old boy. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Have you had your first kiss yet?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it with us?
I don't care, sure.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it. What was it like?
I can't watch this. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. So moving on to something much lighter hearted, he has some really funny tweets that are just, like, really giving 2009 in the most aggressive sense. Tonight's gonna be awesome. After party at Panera Bread. Yeah. My friend Siri doesn't seem to know too much about Canada. If I could be any animal, I would be a lion tiger, because they're sweet. That's awesome. I love when I find a celebrity's old tweets and it's like not something horrifying and it's just this. Today was a chill day. A little bit of swimming, little bit of pizza. You guys know I like to swim directly after I eat. That's just such like a teenager thing to say. Still thinking of something clever to say. Something clever. And on that note, I got nothing. Like, said, why on the plane they always make you turn your electronics off when taking off and landing? Isn't it more dangerous when you're up in the sky? Great question. Great question. Do. Those are the most meaningful lyrics on my album. # catching feeling. They're really, really funny. And then there was this trend of Bieber clones. Like other record labels were like, we need a Justin Bieber. Like, we got to get one in here. So you have like literal Bieber impersonators. And then you have people that just have like a Bieber vibe, like Grayson Chance and Maddie B. Raps. I want to say something that I really feel I need to share with the community. I have served Maddie B. Raps. He came to a restaurant that I worked at. And so I have interacted with Maddie B. Raps. And what I will say about Maddie B. Raps is he is a very polite young man. He says please and thank you. He will get your attention in a very, very polite way. Very polite child. And this restaurant I worked at was very expensive. It was in an expensive hotel. So most of the kids that I dealt with there were fucking assholes that were spoiled and would literally talk to me like down. Like, they would be like, get the girl to clean it. Like crazy. And Maddie B. Raps was very respectful. Not just to me, to all the staff members. And no one else knew he was famous. I was the only person that knew. Everyone else was like, who is that kid? And I was like, that's literally Maddie B. Raps. And you guys don't even care. You don't even care. So, Beliebers are extremely, extremely obsessed. They are devotees. The use of the term predates 2009 and has gone back to his early YouTube videos. It's mainly girls, but there's a few boy Beliebers who are generally loved by their female counterparts due to their rarity. I think there might be some gay boy Beliebers, is what I'm assuming. Many Beliebers strictly defend and support him and resort to extreme methods to protect him against anything they deem as a threat, including defacing Wikipedia after he failed to win a Grammy and death threats to women connected to Bieber. This is referred to as Bieber fever. A designer named Dustin Curtis chatted with an employee at a social networking site, and that person said, at the moment, Justin Bieber uses 3% of our infrastructure. I'm guessing that was like in 2010 and not super recently. So this is a quote that I didn't know where to put, so I just put it here because he went to visit the Anne Frank house in Europe. I can't remember where it is. It's in Europe, though. And he wrote in the book, Anne was a great girl. Hopefully she would have been a Belieber. And I think, was that a good thing to say? No. But why did we ask a teenage boy to give like a well-informed statement about the Anne Frank house? Like, I think it was a good move to take him there because it's very educational. I think anyone should go there. In Amsterdam. Thank you. I think anyone should go there. I haven't been, but I would love to go because like I said, I would think it would be very educational. But what else did you expect him to say? What else did you expect him to say? Boy Beliebers were coveted on the internet. They always had so many followers on Twitter and Tumblr. I mean, we know his mom's thoughts. Honestly, it's growth. That is such a good point. I forgot about the mom. Yeah, all things considered, he could have been a lot worse when you think about his upbringing. There was a lot of Bieber merch. Like, even this candle, I feel like is sexual, and that's weird. And some adult approved this, which is gross. The posters, the bedspread. It was like the era of, like, Justin Bieber on your fucking calculator, on your notebook, on your car, on your water bottle, like, everything. There are some extreme Beliebers. Trigger warning, some stuff here is like kind of heavy and intense. So Mariah Yeater started it off when she went to Justin Bieber in concert when she was 17 at the time. She claimed to be a fan of his, and after the show, the security guard saw her leaving the concert, stopped her, and asked her if she would like to meet Justin Bieber backstage. I guess that guy's like the CEO of security. Justin enters the room, meeting the girls and embracing the girls, like gave them hugs. Just as soon as they were acquainted with Justin, they were acquainted. Justin took Mariah Yeater somewhere in private. The two go into the bathroom stalls, and apparently Bieber seduces her. Yada, 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 whatever. Apparently they hooked up, and then she said that she was pregnant. So that was the story that she gave, and then they did a test, and I guess she wasn't the father. Or he wasn't the father. So this insane person made up this story, is what I'm gathering. Here is her talking about that on TV.
While the folk of Westfield, London were blissfully believing in the magic of Christmas, across the pond, the shiny Justin Bieber brand was facing its biggest challenge yet.
It's always the Brits.
Maria Yeater, the woman who claims this baby is Bieber's, took to US TV to repeat her claims that she fell pregnant by the star after one.
Like, you think Justin Bieber is having his security go find girls for him to fuck in the bathroom when he was a teenager? I'm not buying it.
He immediately took a liking to me. And we just got to talking, and, you know, it was kind of me and him with other people elsewhere. And then he eventually asked me, he said, would you mind if we can go somewhere and be alone? And then when we got to
I'm so mad he has to dignify this with an interview.
His whole demeanor changed. It went from cute and gushy, you know, to just more aggressive.
Bold and potentially slanderous claims, yet Yeater insists she has proof.
I've provided evidence to my attorneys.
All right, so like I said, the DNA test said it turned out to be a lie. There was a conspiracy to kill Justin Bieber as well.
Coverage you can count on.
A New Mexico prison inmate at the center of a worldwide scandal. Tonight, more details emerge in the plot to kill teen idol Justin Bieber, a plot that was hatched right here in our state. Target 7's Lauren Zakalik joins us with the latest.
Shelley, these court documents reveal how convicted murderer Dana Martin was infatuated with the pop superstar and how he'd allegedly recruited 2 Albuquerque men to travel to New York to kidnap and kill Justin Bieber.
This is insane.
He's the object of adoration across the globe. But according to these court documents, Justin Bieber is also the obsession of convicted murderer 41-year-old Dana Martin.
It's crazy. You never know what's going to set people off. And for that guy, it was Justin Bieber. He obviously has received a lot of hate. Like we said, it was like the most disliked YouTube video of all time. Bear with me on this. I think the hate that he received was misogynistic because I think he was hated because girls loved him. And we deem anything girls love as, like, stupid and wasteful. So that's why he gets so much hate, in my humble opinion. There was an official I Hate Justin Bieber club on Facebook, 23,000 likes, not low numbers. And then there was an internet hoax that he had cancer, so his fans started shaving their head in solidarity, and it was #BaldForBieber, which, like, ladies, put the clippers down before we get a confirmed statement. Like, put them down. So, people on 4chan photoshopped a verified account of Entertainment Tonight and said that pop star Justin Bieber was diagnosed with cancer this morning. Bieber fans are shaving their head to show support. And then a bunch of people actually did it, unfortunately. Like, do I feel bad? Yes, but also, like, this is why we need media literacy in schools so desperately. So, kind of personal life stuff. He has a $26 million home in Beverly Hills, California, as well as a lakeside home in Ontario. It makes sense. He's from Canada. He resides in the United States, and he is reported to possess a non-immigrant visa for working status that's based on extraordinary ability or achievement. It's like the famous people visa. That's the rich person visa, if anyone didn't know. And I'm sure he got it through his managers. Like, the music industry is powerful. I'm sure they can get their paperwork and lawyers in line to file that visa, and it will get done, because that's the world that we live in, unfortunately. Justin Bieber has stated that he's not interested in obtaining U.S. citizenship and says that Canada is the best country in the world and has cited their mostly government-funded healthcare as a model example. Low-key kind of iconic of him. So now we're going to get into, like, a love life. We'll do Selena Gomez, then we'll talk about, like, media stuff when he was older, and then we will do Hailey Bieber. So it's not going to be in, like, perfect order. His kind of first girlfriend, 2008 to 2009, Caitlin Beatles. I think they just knew each other from grade school. Then December 2010 to March 2018, he was off and on again with Selena Gomez. And they were like very much, I debated doing a stream just about his relationships. Probably could have made this 2 parts easily. So this is a very abbreviated timeline. So July 2009, Bieber says that Selena Gomez is his celebrity crush in a radio interview. She was dating Nick Jonas. They later broke up. Then Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez were spotted together in 2010. 2011, they make their red carpet debut as a couple at the Vanity Fair Oscars party. And then in May 2011, they confirm their relationship. So here's some pics of them through the year. That's them in 2011. And then I think, I have a couple more later. So first date, new year, new relationship. Then November 2012, they split up. They had 2 years of dating with helicopter rides, pregnancy rumors. Justin Bieber rented an entire stadium so they could watch a movie together. And then they have their first breakup. We will come back to them. We're going to talk about some other stuff that happened during this time that was a little bit scandalous. So Bieber was accused of punching a fan in Barcelona in 2016. A video of the incident appeared to show the singer's hand making contact with this guy's face after the fan leaned into the vehicle. I don't think that was unwarranted. That guy literally stuck his hand in and grabbed him. I think Justin Bieber had every right to punch him in the face. I'm sorry if that makes me pro-violence, but I think when someone enters your personal space, you have the right to defend yourself. Like, why is he, like, literally about to slap him across the face? I don't think that should have been a scandal. June 2015, these are a little bit out of order, sorry. He was found guilty of assault and careless driving, according to an Ontario court clerk. This stemmed from an ATV incident because he collided his ATV with a minivan. I don't think this is a picture from that time. This is just him on the ATV. Are we going to talk about the bucket? Wait, I don't think I know about the bucket. Oh, I have like someone coming from another stream, whatever. So another, his drunk mugshot was in a textbook of mine. That's hilarious. Another scandal he had, January 2014, he was charged with driving under the influence in Miami. He settled it, pleading guilty to careless driving and resisting arrest. He was also on probation for vandalism conviction related to egging a neighbor's home. As a part of the plea deal, he received 2 years probation, 12 weekly anger management sessions, 5 days of community labor, and was ordered to pay almost $81,000 in restitution. So this is him doing the driving.
That shows Justin Bieber's yellow Lamborghini. You see at the top of your screen, they're racing down the street with police right behind him.
And like, this is what happens. Just bringing some friends over to learn about Bieber. I love that. Love, love, love that. Thank you. I just saw like emojis I hadn't seen and I was like, what's happening? But anyway, this is what happens when you give a teenage boy unlimited money and no parenting, it appears. I'm not surprised at all.
A judge has sentenced pop star Justin Bieber for egging a neighbor's Calabasas home. It comes after the singer pleaded no contest to misdemeanor vandalism. CBS News' Christy Fajardo.
Oh, when he pissed in a bucket at a restaurant. I forgot about that. So I included the ones I could remember, but there's been so many things he did that were just like stupid and rude and ignorant, but like, I guess technically no one got hurt when you pissed in that bucket, but like, what the fuck, man? You know?
Justin Bieber's latest record is a criminal record. The star pleaded no contest to misdemeanor vandalism. No cameras were allowed in the Van Nuys courtroom, and Bieber was a no-show, but tweeted out this photo even as celebrity attorney Sean Hawley was accepting a plea deal on his behalf. Yes, that's Sean Hawley, who also represented Lindsay Lohan.
Well, I know who to call when I fuck up.
The 20-year-old threw eggs at the Calabasas mansion of his then neighbor, Jeffrey Schwartz.
It's also like, to press charges on a teenager who threw eggs at your house, like, shut up. It happens. Go across the street, yell at him, and make him clean it. Or just send a bill for it getting cleaned. I'm sure his team will pay for it. Like, the drag racing and DUI, that is fucked up because you're putting other people in danger. But for this other millionaire to be like, oh, I'm going to press charges because a teenager threw an egg at my house. They're teenagers. That's like their natural behavior is to throw eggs at houses. So, and like we said, he pissed in a bucket at a restaurant. There's just a lot going on. He had lots of antics during this time. So there was a petition to the Obama White House to get him deported. It had 273,000 signatures. And then videos of him being a hostile witness did not help. Let me see if I have the video. I don't think I do. I think it's the one where he's saying, I do not recall. Let me find it. And, like, a lot of these cases, I'm just kind of muddling together because it's whatever. It's teenage antics and teenage crime like teenagers do. Okay. This is the video. This is from 2014. So one of these fucking various things he did, he's in a deposition for.
Yes. We'd be dating her at some point.
I want the... That's not the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted.
Guess what? Guess what? I don't recall.
He literally was just saying to everyone that he did not recall.
Is this one in the deposition of Justin Bieber?
And, like, the fucking facial expressions.
I don't know.
But again, like, this is a teenager with unlimited money. I'm not surprised at all.
I don't recall, actually.
He's so me. Me in professional development.
What kind of question is that? That didn't make sense.
Objection to form.
How could I ever be aware of something knowing something? That's physically impossible.
So deportation is a strong term, but I see why people are upset. He also turned himself in at a Toronto police station in 2014, facing an assault charge due to an encounter with a limo driver, but they ended up dropping the charge.
Tonight for Justin Bieber, just hours ago, he turned himself into Toronto police to face
the whole deposition. What's in the cut, Mr. Redacted? Dirty Shirley, I already told you.
Through the crowd. Police booked Bieber
It's good.
with an encounter with a limo driver a month ago, then released him.
Yeah, but you get the point. He had lots and lots of run-ins with the law. This is his mugshot from the Miami Beach thing. He also made a $50,000 donation to youth charity as part of the plea deal.
All right, the first case this afternoon is Justin Bieber.
Why is he in the prison jumpsuit?
Mr. Bieber, you are charged with the following.
Did you a posture check? Thank you. Appreciate that. I like sitting like a shrimp, though.
Resisting without violence, and driving with an expired driver's license. So
how old is he during all this? I think he's 20. He was born in 94. So, like, when you've been famous as fuck since you were 13, I completely see why you have this very, like, careless attitude. And then 7 years later, he reflected on it. He said, 7 years ago, I was arrested. Not my finest hour. Not proud of where I was at in my life. I was hurting, unhappy, confused, angry, misled, misunderstood, and angry at God. I also wore too much leather for someone in Miami. All of this to say, God has brought me a long way. From then till now, I do realize something. God was as close to me then as he is right now. My encouragement to you is let your past be a reminder of how far God has brought you. Don't allow shame to ruin your today. Let the forgiveness of Jesus take over and watch your life turn into all that God has designed you to be. Love you guys with my whole heart. So that's a lot. Oh, we do have the mop bucket from 2013. I should have put these in like a better order. Sorry about that. But just know that from, like, 2013 to, it seems like, 2016, he was doing the most.
That's a hateful.
Oh, and he was saying, fuck Bill Clinton. So we hate men who stand by women? We hate men who stand up for Monica Lewinsky? That's what I'm hearing.
Right, you know, quick restaurant we can get to.
Again, like, that's a teenager. They're very dumb. And he apologized to Bill Clinton.
That's the coolest spot to fish. You know, you'll forever remember that.
We the what?
This is what happens when you surround teenage boys by grown men that are financially dependent on them. This is exactly what happens.
You're not gonna remember him pissing in the restroom. Like, everybody does that.
Yeah. What are we though?
True.
What are we? We the white kids, yeah.
Wild kids.
White kids in this.
Okay, he sprayed fucking Windex on a picture of Bill Clinton and said, fuck Bill Clinton. That is a teenager. That's what they do. A lot of the stuff he did was fucked up, but that wasn't that bad. So there was also Spitgate, where he spit and everyone lost his mind. And there's multiple stories of this man spitting on people. So, Justin Bieber's neighbor accused him of spitting on him and making threats during a heated confrontation outside. Maybe it was over eggs. Justin Bieber alleged spitted tirade continues, but now it was a photo of him hawking a loogie over his balcony in Toronto with his fans screaming below. This one turned out to be false because the photos that they used as proof were apparently two angles kind of smashed together. And then a radio host alleged that she had a rather unpleasant run-in with him while she was at the Ritz-Carlton gym in North Carolina, and she said it culminated with him spitting. So yeah, apparently lots of times he's gotten in trouble for spitting on people, but some of the times it was a lie.
Saying that Justin Bieber never spit on anyone, and that TMZ
because was she being creepy to him? Great question, because apparently we need to ask.
So Justin Bieber's people are now speaking out about the whole spitting incident, allegedly spitting over a balcony while his fans were below, and they've released a statement saying, quote, Justin did not spit on anyone. No fans were below the balcony. TMZ superimposed photos of the fans next to Justin on a completely different balcony to make it appear like he was spitting on fans when he wasn't. Justin loves his fans, end quote. So let me just show you Justin Bieber
Not
himself
TMZ being
put up a
messy.
video on Instagram showing all of the fans running below this balcony that he was staying on, running, screaming. During that video, he also showed himself on the balcony with friends, which matches up with the photos of him filming them and spitting over the edge. You can tell it's the same balcony, so boom. No, it is not a different balcony. We never said he spit on top of someone's head. We literally said he spit over a balcony. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Them beefing over the details. I'm 99% sure that this is fake because I could only find screenshots of it. I couldn't find the actual article. And I want to be clear, I do not endorse the use of illegal drugs. They are illegal for a reason. And crime is bad, especially for people whose brains are still growing. Drugs are especially bad for them. So I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying this, I want to present it without comment. That's what I'm saying. Drugs are bad, and I would like to present this fake news without comment so that we can all be educated about the dangers of fake news. Because sometimes fake news makes it seem like drugs are cool, and they are not. They are not. And this is something, again, I have no comment on other than that fake news is dangerous and that drugs are illegal and people should not do them. It's pretty funny, though. Moving on. So he, in 2013, wanted to leave a tribute to his dead hamster. And so he proceeded to spray paint a Canadian maple leaf and a marijuana leaf in honor of his hamster named Pac. I don't know if that's after Tupac. Maybe it's Pac. I don't. Again, like, he is a teenager. He is a teenager. Me wearing your Say No to Drugs shirt. So his actions caused uproar against the street art community who had gotten harassed by the police and had lost a man, Diego Felipe Becerra, who was killed by police while spray painting a wall in the city. So I completely understand why people were mad about this, because like the Colombian police are going to watch Justin Bieber spray paint a marijuana leaf to honor his fucking hamster. But they killed a guy for street art. So artists took to the streets in numbers across the country, no longer requiring the protection of darkness, but in broad daylight. And over 300 local artists went to the same spot and recreated 700 images. So some of the art actually sparked different revolutions of sort, and it ended up being like kind of crazy in the art community. I don't think Justin Bieber meant to contribute to that at all, but some of the art you can tell is like actually kind of insane. So, in 2013, there were very loud boos and cheers. I think we might have already we've watched enough award clips. We can move on. Another scandal of his in 2013, his pet monkey was taken by German customs due to lack of documentation. He was given a couple weeks to provide papers. He missed the deadline, and his monkey became German property. In a 2016 GQ issue, Bieber claimed that he did have the papers and that had described Mally as a circus monkey, so she should have been allowed to travel. So if you are going to travel with exotic animals, get your paperwork in order, people. In 2017, Beverly Hills police issued a statement confirming that Justin had struck a paparazzi with his truck while trying to get away. Footage also showed him trying to help the guy, though. So... And this is kind of reminds me of Britney Spears when, like, the paparazzi would just be, like, hounding her. I think it's just really a dangerous situation, and the fact that he helped the guy after shows to me that it was not intentional, but not great. But again, like, imagine coming out of an event, and there's, like, tons of people and all these lights and people screaming your name. Like, that's disorienting to have to drive through them, and they're trying to take pictures of you. And, like, it's... Being a paparazzi is dangerous, and they cause danger for celebrities and for other people. So I'm not shocked there was an accident, because it's dangerous.
Watch your back.
Justin Bieber, looking good, bro.
I just got a notification from TikTok that I'm in trouble again for talking about things that are sensitive again.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Oh my god, wait! Justin! Justin, stop! Here, come.
Like, again, what I said, like, it's dangerous. It's absolutely dangerous. If these people would just leave him alone, it wouldn't be a problem. Exactly. This is one that's, like, actually really, really bad. So, like, trigger warning racism. We're not going to watch it. But in 2014, TMZ published a video of Justin changing the lyrics to One Less Lonely Girl to include the N-word, and there was multiple references to the KKK. There will be one less lonely slur. So yeah, he later issued an apology and said, as a young man, I didn't understand the power of my words, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read it. It's a long-ass PR apology. Do I think he wrote it? No. Do I think that Justin Bieber is educated about racism? No. Am I surprised that a white teen pop star made a disgustingly racist joke? No. I would be more surprised if he had never made a racist joke. Doesn't make it okay, just makes it predictable. You know what I'm saying? I think it was with a hard ER. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Both are bad. So, as you can see, he had a lot of tumultuous things and poor choices and just, like, really terrible lack of frontal lobe decision making during this time. So now we're going to speed back into his relationship stuff during this time. Where we left off, they broke up in, like, November 2012. April 2013, she debuts her song Come and Get It, and people think it's about Justin Bieber. Days later, Justin Bieber posts and then deletes an Instagram photo of her. Then they aren't talking. Days before Christmas, he confirmed they aren't talking. He also said that he still loved her. For Jelena fans, 2014 was a stressful year. Like we said, he was arrested for a lot, the monkey thing, the bad boy image. Gomez also went into rehab for lupus. Oh yeah, I forgot that she has lupus. So definitely, like, not a relationship vibe for them. 2014, Bieber runs into Orlando Bloom in Ibiza, Spain, where they allegedly got into a fist fight. Why is Orlando Bloom fighting Justin Bieber in Spain? What's going on? Speculation as whether it had to do with Selena Gomez or Miranda Kerr, but either way, it made the headlines. Then, after dating a slew of models earlier in the year, Justin Bieber is linked to Hailey Baldwin after unfollowing Gomez on Instagram. So things start to get confusing. Nicknamed the Lost Jelena years, most of 2015 proves to be unclear when tracking the couple's interactions. They both had a series of other relationships before things got serious towards the end of the year, when a video emerges of Bieber serenading Selena Gomez in a hotel room, and rumors start over again. Are they dating? So maybe they were just, like, hanging out and, like, hooking up occasionally, but the Lost Jelena years, it seems like They're like the CEO of a situationship. She starts talking about him at 4:30.
Now tell me about this movie. I remember when this Harmony.
There we go.
Did you go out and see dating boys now?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Now I remember last time you were here, you were with Justin Bieber. And
I was with Justin Bieber.
Well, you were with Justin Bieber, and is that's not going on now?
No, I'm
You're
single.
fine.
I just know of a hard R video of him saying a racist joke. Yeah, see, there's more than one. Yeah, if there's a video of him saying a hard R there, I'm going to assume it was this one too. Like I said, I picked like a couple examples of his not good things during this time. There's many, many more.
You're fine. Either crowd. Now, the last time he was on, he and I got into a conversation, and he said something, and I said something, and then he said something, and I said something.
That's how a conversation
and I
works.
made him cry.
Well, then that makes two of us.
She's funny. That was a good joke. So, 2016, more Haley. Bieber and Haley start dating, confirming Jelena is off at the moment of 2016, but it does not take long for things to get weird. 2016, there's an Instagram war. After Bieber posts a series of Instagrams with girlfriend Sophia Richie, apparently he dated her as well, fans start revolting and abusing Bieber, who threatens to delete his Instagram. Gomez posts in the comment section, "If you can't handle the hate, then stop posting pictures of your girlfriend, LOL. It should be special between you two only. Don't be mad at your fans. They love you." Okay. He dated Sophia Richie? I never knew that. See, I told you I didn't make some of this. The pair accused each other of cheating in several nasty comments before Selena Gomez took to Snapchat to apologize before Bieber deleted his entire Instagram account. Then, October 2017, a new beginning. So after not talking for over a year, Selena Gomez is seen with Bieber having breakfast only days before the news emerges of her breakup with The Weeknd. I forgot about that too. Straight after the breakup is revealed, Bieber and Gomez are seen together again, even attending church, and a source told US Weekly that Bieber is texting her nonstop and hangs out with her whenever he can. I like you not knowing what you're going into. I get to be surprised with you. I'm glad that you like it because I have mixed feelings about it, so I'm glad it's landing well. Then November 2017, it seems like they're back together. They're riding bikes together in LA. Then a day later, Selena has always had feelings for Justin. Her friends want her to be cautious because she's in such a good place post-surgery. Oh, this is when she had that kidney transplant I think I heard about. Then it seems like they are clearly dating. They're kissing in public. March 2018, off again. Although Gomez had recently taken to Instagram to wish Justin Bieber a happy birthday, news surfaced that they were on a break after they were spotted leaving a church service separately. They reported that they were hitting pause to focus on their spirituality because they weren't getting along and decided to take a break. It doesn't seem like a big deal and will probably be fine again soon. Okay. He posted like a 7-part series of him having pink eye on Instagram. So... hello. Look at them. Oh, I think this is an old clip. I'm going to skip it. So September 2018, Bieber marries Hailey Baldwin after he reconnected with her just 3 months after his split from Gomez, with the pair marrying in the New York courthouse of September of that year. The Biebers had a larger wedding later in South Carolina. October 2022, Selena and Hailey get cozy. They posed for a picture together, and then Hailey was on the Call Her Daddy podcast. We're gonna get into more of their relationship stuff later. One thing that happened in the midst of all of this that's like my favorite thing is him eating a burrito sideways. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. I don't think I included the video of it, but basically a bunch of guys like made up this prank, and that's not even Justin Bieber, but it went super viral and everyone was making fun of Justin Bieber for eating his burrito sideways, but it wasn't even Justin Bieber. Where was I? So more that happened kind of during this era. In 2020, he announced that he had been diagnosed with Lyme disease, and he also revealed that he had infectious mononucleosis, which affected his neurological and overall health. Do you guys know about Yolanda Hadid and Lyme disease? Or will those jokes not make sense to you? He said, well, a lot of people kept saying Justin Bieber looks like shit on meth, etc. They failed to realize I've recently been diagnosed with Lyme disease, which you can see affects lots of parts of your body. I don't know shit about Lyme disease at all. Really don't. And then he went back on SNL in 2020 with RuPaul.
Hi, I'm RuPaul, and I'm hosting SNL with Justin Bieber. I'm so excited to be doing the show with you. You look a lot different than I expected. Just because I'm not in drag, baby, I contain multitudes. No, I just mean tall. And? Well, and gorgeous. Aw, thank you, Henny.
So we're not going to watch more SNL clips of him, I do not think. Oh, wait, no, I do have one, but I think it's better because it has Issa Rae in it, and she is hilarious, so hopefully this clip is better. It's because they're summering in the Hamptons. I did hear that because I was about to say, why do so many celebrities get Lyme disease? But I was like, I really can't even get into this. It's nice to know Issa Rae was also there. So he also had a docu-series where he opened up about addiction with lean and MDMA and hallucinogenic mushrooms. So again, like, I do feel for him because I think that fame for children is inherently exploitative, and I think that he was exploited, and exploitation often leads to addiction because addiction is almost always the symptom of something else, usually trauma. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we'll watch like the first little beginning part of it. I've heard Lyme is a good cover for addiction. That's another like theory about celebrities and Lyme.
Here. Got super stoned. And then I realized I liked weed a lot. That's when my desire to smoke weed started, and then I started smoking weed for a while. And then...
Makes sense.
Started getting really dependent on it, and that's when I realized that I had to stop. I don't think it's bad, I just think for me it can be a dependency. But yeah, first time I smoked weed, I don't suggest this, but I was 13.
I don't suggest this. Real?
Yeah, 13, 12 or 13.
That cannot be good for your brain. Like, think about how much your brain develops between age, like, 12 and 25.
Was there anything that really concerned me?
Don't want to add any other variables in there.
Yeah, I think maybe, like, maybe the lean, when he was drinking that. Can I say that?
Matt, can I say that after you said it?
Sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly.
This all makes sense.
You know, shrooms, everything. And
not the executive producer being Scooter Braun still.
Just young, you know, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do, you know, just...
So I hate to call someone's life predictable, but like I said, it just makes a lot of sense that someone who experienced like all this exploitation, like we saw, like the over-sexualization, would turn to drugs to numb them, which I think is why a lot of celebrities turn to drugs. So now we're going to get into the Hailey Bieber timeline. We talked a little bit about this with the Selena timeline, but we're going to get into a little more detail. So... because there's an overlap. Hailey was 12 when she met 15-year-old Justin Bieber with her dad, Stephen Baldwin. So she is a Nepo baby, like Nepo marriage, kind of. So September 2011, Hailey officially declared herself a member of the Jelena fan club. Damn, it's the ones that are closest to you. Eyes up, ladies. The model took to Twitter, sharing her support. I don't care what anyone says, but Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together is definitely the definition of a teenage dream. Then November 2014, when he called it quits with Selena, he was photographed attending church services at Hillsong along with Hailey Baldwin and Kendall Jenner. So people started speculating. We kind of talked about this earlier. December 2014, she denied any romantic connection. She says, I've known him since I was 13. We've been good friends. We've just stayed close. There's nothing more than that. Then December 2015, she joined him and his family on a vacation. So people were like, you don't take your friend on family vacation. So here is a video of them back in the day. Some paparazzi.
Loving the new haircut, Justin.
Paparazzi seems like awful. Bleh, 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 bleh. So January 2016, that is when he made his romance with Hailey on Instagram official, like we said. And then February 2016, he revealed that the relationship was casual and that they were not exclusive. And he called Hailey someone I could really love, but I don't want to be held down by anything. Hillsong is the Scientology of post-2014. My God. And then August 2016, they ended their brief fling, and then he had his new relationship with Sophia Richie, which we talked about Selena Gomez a little bit there. Following that split, they lost touch for almost 2 years. In 2020, she shared thoughts about their time apart. She said, our lives seem to be going in very different directions. I actually think now that I look back at it being married, that is a good thing that it was a good thing for the two of us. Very healthy. I think that is true. I was saying this, we were recording Teacher Quit Talk the other day, and we got a submission of a high schooler who said they'd been with their boyfriend since middle school and they were a senior. And I was like, you have to break up. I'm sorry. Like, you can always get back together. But I think breaking up is really good for young couples. Break up. Break up. You can literally always get back together. But this is also when Jelena was over for good. So, March 2018. May 2018, Haley revealed that she was speaking to Justin again. She said, we went through a long period when we weren't friends. We've moved past that. Then in June 2018, it looked like they were back together. They were spotted at Live nightclub in Miami, had some PDA at a religious conference, a little bit of an oxymoron. And then they were holding hands and kissing in New York. So, here's them.
You choose to work through those things. They actually, you know, I feel like now that I've worked through a lot of that stuff, you and I are closer than ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Justin and Hailey Bieber
Closer
just
than
dropped
ever.
the first episode of their 12-part Facebook Watch series.
The 12-part Facebook Watch series, how could we forget?
The Biebers on Watch. From their past breakup to tying the knot, they're opening up like never before.
There's a lot of things that I need
In a canoe.
to work on. Forgiveness things, jealousy things, insecurities.
I can't do this. I literally can't watch that. So July 2018, after rumors of their engagement began to swirl, he confirmed the news on Instagram, posting 2 photos and then a lengthy caption. We're not going to read the whole thing because, like I said, I would be surprised if he wrote it. Haley, I'm so in love with everything about you. So committed to spending my life getting to know every single part of you. And then she tweeted, not sure what I did to deserve such happiness, blah, 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 blah. So, he rang in the decade with his single Yummy, which details his sex life with Haley, which we don't need to be a part of at all. August 2020, although the Biebers aren't ready for children, Haley said she was already thinking about parenting, and she... Let's listen to Hailey Bieber's statement during the Black Lives Matter protest of 2020. That's who we needed to hear from, was Hailey Bieber. Haley discussed her outlook on motherhood regarding her future children. They will be raised knowing how to treat people, why we don't say certain things, and why we respect and acknowledge and give credit where credit is due. Who told you that sentence? Who told you that? Haley had stroke-like symptoms in March of 2022. She was hospitalized. This shook up Justin Bieber. He was traumatized, blah, 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 blah. Justin had a health scare as well. Overwhelming, but they're unbreakable. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Do you think they plan to record those videos before getting in the canoe? I have no idea. Then, this is kind of where we left off with the Selena Gomez. Haley appeared on the Call Her Daddy podcast, insisting that she never stole Justin from Selena, and that's not in her character to mess up with someone's relationship, and confirmed that Justin had already closed a chapter with Selena before they rekindled things. Because, like we said, like, Haley and Justin get so much hate online from people that were pro-Selena, I guess. Haley went on to discuss her seemingly speedy engagement with Justin. She said, yeah, it seemed really drastic and crazy, but we felt it was a decision between the two of us and it felt correct for us, and we were right years later. Let's see how this holds up in 30 years. But one scandal they had during this time is they had an April Fool's joke saying that she was pregnant. I think this is, again, just like a young, stupid person thing to do. I think a lot of people take pregnancy jokes on April Fools very sensitively because it's a very sensitive topic for a lot of people. So a lot of people think that you shouldn't joke about it. I personally think if you're gonna joke about something sensitive, that joke better be fucking good. You know? Like, if you can joke about something sensitive, but you can do it in a way that's funny and not offensive, go for it. But this isn't even funny. Like, what's the joke? Like, oh, you said you were pregnant and you weren't. Haha. So, like, if you're gonna go there, at least be funny. So these were some of the fake pics, and then he posted that it was a dog. April Fools, and then I think they got a dog. So a lot of people had drama because there were rumors that they were unhappy, and then people thought that this tattoo was of Selena Gomez. 2 months after they announced their engagement and got married, they were doing more shit. Their wedding was documented. During the reception, he sang One Less Lonely Girl. He also sung that to Selena Gomez on stage on live television. Interesting. They open up about marriage. We're two young people learning as we go, blah, blah, blah. We love marriage. Then just some of his recent career lore is he was in this commercial, Biebs Brew.
Hello, Pam.
Justin, what are you still doing here?
Job's not done yet.
What do you mean your job's not done yet?
I haven't tried the final product.
Oh, no, that takes 16 hours for it to steep before it's ready, so we can just, call you back in 15 hours.
Yeah, not a chance I let someone put their lips on the Biebs Brew before this guy. I'm a stan.
Okay.
He collaborated with
Good night,
Tim
Justin.
Hortons, like Timbits and
Don't
Merch
forget
and
to
all.
lock up.
That's hilarious. At first,
Dream
when
about
I saw
Timmy's.
Tim's, I misread it as like Tim's, like Timberland, like the boots. And I was like, oh my god, they collabed. I should buy them.
I will.
Love you.
I love you too.
Okay.
I'm glad you said it first.
Night.
See, now he's an adult, so like it's funny.
Man, he really loves his Tims.
Try my French vanilla Biebs Brew for a limited time, only at Tim's.
I kind of want to try it, but I don't live near a Tim Hortons, so I guess that's unfortunate for me. And then May 9th, 2024, very recent news, they announced that they are pregnant for real this time. For real this time, she's pregnant, not an April Fool's Day joke. Look at them. Look at them. Haley's having a daughter? Is it a girl? I don't know. Six years after their wedding. Didn't that make you feel old? They've been married for 6 years. They had this little photography moment there. They renewed their vows. I think a vow renewal is sometimes a cry for help. So the drama between Haley and Selena is a little insane, like we talked about. And Selena had even reached out and said, like, stop doing this, blah, 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 blah. Where was I? So people thought that Haley posted a TikTok shading Selena. The TikTok in question features Haley and her friends lip syncing to the sound, and I'm not saying she deserved it, but God's timing is always right. Fans speculating it was a reference to Selena being body shamed because people said she looked fat in her vacation photos because it was posted around the same time. And Haley said, I'm never the type to comment on things like this. We were having a girls' night and did a random TikTok sound for fun. It's not directed at anyone. I do fully believe that. I think that's such a reach to say, and I'm not saying she deserved it, but God's timing is always right, is not, like, it could have been about, but that is a reach, in my opinion. And Selena said, it's okay, I don't let these things get me down, be nice to everyone. It seems like the drama has really been, like, fans feeding into it rather than actual drama. The internet realizes that Selena commented on an old video of Haley seemingly gagging at the mention of Taylor Swift's name. In a response, Selena wrote, so sorry, my best friend is and continues to be one of the best in the game. That makes no sense to me. Selena announced she's taking a break from social media. She always does that. She gets into these weird dramas, then takes a break from social media. Justin Bieber's mom tweeted about it and said, hate is ugly. Don't be ugly. Groundbreaking words. Groundbreaking. So here's Haley talking about it on Call Her Daddy.
They've never ruined anything for me. They're not ruining my life. They're not ruining my happiness.
A vow renewal before you hit a decade? Really, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot.
The whole thing. You're actually not taking anything away from me. So that's what I just keep stepping forward with. It's like,
I need to find this video that I hate.
From me. You cannot take away my happiness, my relationship, my business, my career. Like, you can't. You can try and
what
you can
business?
be mad about it.
Not even like shade.
It doesn't
but
change
what
anything,
business
is my point.
So seems like she's really not giving in. This is a video that I really just needed to show you. That's my favorite. This is a year ago. And speaking of their recent news, Justin Bieber ditches Hailey on a skateboard as she falls trying to catch up to him. This is absolute art.
You go on the other side.
Go ahead, don't fall, don't fall. Oh my God.
That is literally mortifying that your husband skateboarded away from you and then you fell down. Like, I actually can't handle that. And people also speculated that a party favor given at Justin's birthday was a dig at Selena. So it's this, like, it looks like a lighter holder. And it says, "I'm so thankful that I didn't end up with what I thought I wanted." And again, like, it could be about her, but I think it's a reach to say it's definitely about her. And people were, like, freaking the fuck out online. And again, she usually comments stuff like this: "Please be kind, other people's mental health. I love you all so much." Like a mix of like, yeah, and like protect everyone's mental health. And then there was a crowd chanting, "Fuck Hailey Bieber." So I do kind of feel bad for her in the sense of like, I don't think she did anything wrong necessarily other than like dated someone. I also like, not to be a boomer, but that's rude. Like, if someone's on stage performing, for you to yell "fuck" their wife, like, that's just fucking rude. That's literally so rude. Like, these people are literally just haters. And I'm not even a fan of hers, but like, what did she do? Literally, what did she do? I don't understand. And all this drama was calming down, but then Jennifer Stone went on TikTok to defend her friend, lip syncing. People should shut the fuck up, back the fuck off, and let this woman shine. And it says, "When people try and mess with my people, hashtag back off, grow up, jealousy, jealousy, shine your light, women for women, team Selena." And then Selena said, "All this has to stop." She said, "Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she's been receiving death threats and such hateful negativity. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. I've always advocated for kindness. I really want all of this to stop." I think this is a great example of like, just people being fucking insane. Like, people online truly projecting and reading so much into everything that, like, it was never that deep. This was a teenage relationship that didn't work out. Like, tone it the fuck down. Justin was featured in GQ relatively recently. It was called The Redemption of Justin Bieber, where basically he says, like, how can he redeem himself now? How can I be of service? I think this also might be why he's, like, kind of more on his religious vibe and now. And in 2020, there were clips of Justin breaking down in tears because he said he wanted to protect Billie Eilish because he doesn't want her to have the same experiences that he did as a young person in the industry. He said, "I definitely feel protective over her. It was hard for me being young." Actually, just watch it.
Quick. Yeah, and she's crazy. She's a superstar.
Superstar, right? So,
Yeah.
so you're there and you see her and you see the way she's reacting to you. And I wonder what was going through your mind, because I've never had a chance to ask you that. Because I know what was going through her mind, because I've had a chance to ask her that, and it was pretty clear in the video what's going through her mind. She can't even. What was going through your mind when you saw that kind of reaction, and also now in the knowledge that you were just coming out of that space yourself?
I wanted to protect the moment. You know, I don't know how many opportunities I'm gonna get. You know, we never know how many opportunities we're gonna get with anybody. I mean, just, I'm tearing up thinking about it, just with the Kobe situation, you know?
That's a lot.
Just never know. And so I just wanted to be a good example, you know? And
I kind of feel bad for him. I don't want to, but I do.
yeah.
That's a lot. I don't want to watch this whole thing. On a lighter note, for his 30th birthday, he unveiled a wax figure at Madame Tussauds. So, you might have childhood trauma, but you also have a wax figure. Oh, hydrate? I finished my thing. Oh no, there's like one sip left. I guess it's alcohol, so it's not very hydrating. Better than nothing. Well, probably not. There's also a Justin Bieber exhibit. It started in February 2018. It'll be there till the end of 2024. So I guess I really just need to go there. It's at the Stratford Perth Museum. Where the hell is that? Most recently, Justin Bieber's grandparents brought a number of very personal items from their wedding to the museum. This is very, very odd to me. A recent influx of items is his high school basketball jersey, an MTV award, and just like literally, I guess, his random objects that he lost at various parts in time. And people say that he has like the child star curse. I don't think it's a curse. I think it's just exploitative to young people, and then they end up having issues like Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, Jeanette McCurdy, Allison Stoner, Miley Cyrus, like all these celebrities that have had very like public incidents. Maybe it's because we don't give teenagers unlimited money and fame. Maybe that's why it's a bad idea. So recent news, his net worth is around $300 million. He's settling down and starting a family with his wife, like we talked about. He was just paid $10 million to perform at a billionaire heir's wedding in Mumbai. He performed some of his classics there. Unfortunately, I was not invited. And this is on a more serious note and very recent. The title of it, trigger warning, is Justin Bieber admits to being pimped out by Diddy. I don't know if they mean that literally.
I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly. It was just an escape for me. I was just
I'm gonna put this on faster.
You know, like everybody in the industry and people in the world. I had a lot of money and a lot of things, so then you have all these people around me just kind of hanging on. I was living this lifestyle that they also wanted to live, drinking, smoking. I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills and smoking a blunt and starting my day. My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. Like, people don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary.
Now, there's one person in the entertainment world that Diddy's traumatized and taking advantage of more than anything else. It's gotta be Justin Bieber. Now, it's pretty obvious that it's taking an insane mental toll on the singer.
According to Bieber, he met Combs through Usher, who invited him to his parties and gave him pricey presents like a Lamborghini. Millette asserts that Combs urged Bieber to consume champagne and offered him cocaine and marijuana at his gatherings. Claims that Combs also attempted to use booze and drugs to corrupt her son. She claims that what she witnessed at one of Diddy's parties horrified her.
The iconic thing is that Usher.
Yet he stayed in the spotlight in this world. You were horrified, but not horrified enough to take him out of the situation. Got it.
Who was also one of Diddy's victims as a kid, was the one who introduced him to Diddy. Usher indeed.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time.
Right here? See, I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
Alright, 16. All right.
Then, when you're 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay, I get the mansion? Yeah. So where are we off to now?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours?
Why is this grown man? Once again, his mom being like, exploiting? Yep. We're into it.
Where'd you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go.
Right now,
yeah, and she was there, so I'm sure it was tamer.
They're having the times of their lives, like it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have,
nobody protecting
where we
him.
hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but
Why can't you disclose what you're doing with a 15-year-old? Your only answers should be like Disney, ice cream, hiking, maybe. I'm trying to think of like appropriate things for an adult to be doing with a teenager. The list is pretty short.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go and give him custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher. Full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours? A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
This is insane.
Now, this interview started back when he was just a teenager and had somewhat become a big star in the industry. Now, Diddy being Diddy, couldn't hold himself back from getting close to him. Now, this day where Justin spent a full 48 hours with a rapper is just straight
Not
up
on the same level, but reminds me of Sia and Maddie Ziegler. I see that.
Selling out arenas and everything. It's not that different, huh?
I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you never.
This is weird as hell.
Right, okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes. You've been a big supporter of mine. My album's coming out, and we got the crew going around now. You in New York City, and we got the Dirty Money crew. We want to make you an official member. Okay, well, I'm here to because you've been a big supporter of mine. All jokes aside, this right here is my young brother right
Looks
here.
like this is mostly just clips of them and then people like reacting to it on social media.
Of the Dirty Money crew. All right, there you go. Justin Bieber. This is your swag. And then you got to do the swag walk too. I got to show you the swag walk.
I'm chilling with my big bro Diddy right here. You gotta go get his album. It's Last Train to Paris. It's gonna be
The body language.
Everybody's on this. Go get this album. Last Train to Paris.
How did P. Diddy have guardianship of Usher? Yeah, I don't know if that was real or a joke. I don't know that much about this situation.
Diddy had a poor boy in such a chokehold that no matter what he did to him, he tried to brave through it all. Like the time Diddy accused him of not keeping in touch. You know, instead of just blowing up, Justin tries to defuse the situation.
So, Justin Bieber started trending sometime last year after Cassie's lawsuit drops because the lawsuit opened the floodgates for many shady, but with everything that's come out now, girl, you gotta admit that there must have been something very creepy going on there. And Jaguar Wright had a lot to say about it, things about Diddy, to begin coming to light. At the time, it kind of seemed like people were exaggerating just how messed up things must have been for Justin when he was around Diddy. In her recent interview with Strom Monroe, in the interview, Jaguar made reference to that disturbing footage of Justin Bieber hanging out with where it looks like Justin is going down on Odell. Now, some fans have tried to play this off as Justin doing some of that Coca-Cola, which, you know, was Justin doing to Odell exactly what we thought he was doing all along. And you just have to look at Justin's wet mouth at the end of the video to confirm it. It's terrible in itself.
I feel like that is a reach. This is why sometimes I hate the internet and like gossip blogs. Because, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because these are grown men encouraging a young brother into a drug-fueled lifestyle. But according to
That's what I feel. I don't think it was sexual. I think it was them being with a younger man and encouraging him to use drugs very heavily.
That wasn't no Coca.
Reminds me of the Sprouse twins at the Playboy Mansion at, like, 15. Yeah, exactly.
Because according to Jaguar, Trey Songz was there as a lookout, so nobody would catch on to what Odell was doing to Justin.
That really disturbing footage of Bieber, Odell Beckham, and Trey Songz.
Yes. Now, what they're going to try to say is, no, Justin Bieber was just doing a line of coke. No, he didn't mess with his nose when he came up.
He poured a line of coke with his mouth.
He wiped his mouth. Playing lookout as Justin Bieber goes down.
I just really don't believe that that was happening in the club, so I'm going to skip over it. I kind of wish I hadn't ended on that note, but this was a lot. This was a lot. Let's end on a different note. I want to find a different note to end. We'll end on Hailey Bieber being on ET reacting for Selena Gomez fans.
She doesn't owe me anything.
Real.
I don't owe, neither of us owe anybody anything except, like, respect.
Hailey Bieber is talking all things Selena Gomez, which includes a pretty strong message to the actress's fans.
You don't have to like me, but you don't have to say anything either.
Oh my goodness. On the Call Her Daddy podcast, the model goes into detail with host Alex Cooper about getting hate online because of her husband, Justin Bieber's ex.
And there are people that hate you for who your husband dated back in his past.
A lot of the hate and the perpetuation comes from like, oh, you stole him. And I guess maybe that just comes from, like, the fact that they wished that, like, he had ended up with someone else. And that's fine. Like, you can wish that all you want, but that's just not the case.
I feel bad for her for getting online hate, and also do not think I could hold a conversation with her for more than 5 minutes. I don't think that me and her would have literally anything to talk about. But next week we will be discussing the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I know lots of people have been talking about them on social media. We are going to talk about the history, but we're also going to talk about like their weird body shame bullshit that they got going on. And we're going to watch some clips. We'll talk about the Netflix series, and we'll obviously watch the Thunder Dance and all of that fun stuff. But thank you so much for being here. Let's play our freaking game. Here, let me... Raising hand and student reactions off. I'll put the link in the chat. This is just a trivia game. I don't want your email. I don't want you to make an account. I don't want money. It's just a fun little game with multiple choice questions. You go to the website either in the link that I put, or you can do it like on your phone or something. Go to join.nearpod.com and then enter that code. It's 3CIZF. I'll say it again in a second. Here, let me pick a little background for us. We're going to do Carnival because this was the circus, the absolute circus. Let me put that code back up there. It will let you pick a little character. You get to put in your name. If you don't want your government name to come up on here, put in something fun. Don't put in anything offensive because that's weird. It opened on page 2 Again, student reactions. Next, you got to put the link in the chat at the beginning so we can react. Okay, someone remind me. Someone remind me next week. Here, I'll refresh. What slide am I on? I did this last week, too. Nearpod's been, like, really glitchy lately. Yeah, still on slide 2. That's so odd. I don't like that at all. I do not like, especially because we had so many slides tonight. Still going. There we go. That is so annoying. I really hate that for us. Carnival. There we go. All right, now it should let you pick your little characters. As a Houstonian who hates the Dallas Cowboys but loves cheerleaders, I'm excited. I wonder what the student reactions are. Yeah, someone definitely remind me about that next week. I'll wait for more people. I see there's 10 people there right now. Again, the code, you can do it on your phone. You don't have to be on a computer. And it'll tell you, it's like, download our app. You don't have to. Just ignore it. If you want to, you can. Your code, 3C. C as in cow. I as in international. Z as in zebra. F as in fuck Hailey Bieber. I'm sorry. That was offensive. I know there's like an official like word for each letter where it's like A as in alpha. Like I know there's one for everything, but why would I learn those when I could just make them up on the spot? You know? Oh my god, there's 31 people in the game now. I'm so hungry right now. I want a Domino's pizza. You know where in the Frenemies podcast they're like, should we? That's how I feel right now, except like there's no one here to like match my... Oh, I guess Mike. Mike, do you want a pizza? Alrighty, I'm gonna give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, period. I'm gonna start it. Who in here is Jewel? Don't learn the NATO phonetic alphabet. In this house, we don't sim for the military. Exactly, like C for cow. But my sinuses have been bugging me. I don't know if it's because I'm back at school and they just turned the AC on, so I'm sure there was like lots of dust coming out of it. But I just feel so much like pressure. I want to like... He is from London, Ontario. Which song did he perform for Barack Obama and the First Lady? Imagine if it was Yummy. Help. He should perform that for Trump. It was Someday at Christmas, not even one of his own songs. I think that was a good move to not have him do one of his own songs. How many Grammy Awards has he won? I have no idea. I have no clue. Could not tell you. Oh my god, I have to sneeze, but it's stuck. Oh, it was 2. Womp womp. Which year did he release the album Purpose? Someone who said it was their favorite. You better get this right. And I will tell you, no tea, no shade to my assistant. You know I love you. I did tell her, I was like, you need to make the game easier next time. I was like, the game is fun. The game is not a test. I was like, you have an elite mind, which is why I hired you, but this is a lot. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you so you guys didn't feel bad. I better not be sick. Why was his pet monkey taken by German officials? See, some of the questions are easier. I just got it wrong. Sorry. My bad. Oh wait, I do have water. I'm stuck. Also, I don't know if the person who bought my standing desk for my classroom is here tonight, but if you are, I love it. It was put together today, and I'm so happy. This is locked. What are his fans called? I'm standing at mine right now. So nice. And I don't even stand at it. I have like a tall chair like this one, but I love being up high. It's awesome. Beliebers. You better believe that. I was going to include the tweet about like believe that, but it's fake, so I didn't. What was the name of the woman who claimed Justin Bieber was the father of her baby? Mariah. What was the nature of the Instagram announcement on April 1st, 2019? One less lonely parking lot. Stop. That's funny. Bald for Bieber. Ugh, I can't breathe. I feel like I am getting sick. What controversy surrounded them in early 2023? Told you, game is hard. Are you back in school full time? Yeah, but it's PD days. Like, it's PD days, but they're the length of a regular day. And it's not the PD all day. Like, today I had one in the morning for an hour, and then I had one in the afternoon for an hour. But the rest of the day, I was just, like, doing my thing. But yeah, I'm there. I'm in there. I'm in there. Every day. Today was day 2. Morale was low. Met a kid today. That was cool. What was the outcome of the online petition to deport Justin Bieber from 2014? Imagine if he did get deported. I just realized this is off center. There you go. Alrighty, nice job, Saturn Cat in first place. Then we have One Less Lonely Parking Lot, great name. Caitlin, Lizard Beth, Salvation Army, a Lizard Beth, that's funny. Megan 2.0, a Belieber Parking Lot, Bald for Bieber, I Like Your Laugh, I Don't Recall, P. Diddy, fitting names, Siegel, James, Emily, Bieber Bucket, Emo, Barbie, Belieber, P. Stop. I'm not saying this. You know what you did. Gluten, This Is Gonna Ruin the Tour, Slay, Mia, One Less Lonely Laugh, Anika, Eye Out for Selena, Ashley Poo Poo, Grease, Asparagus, Dino Nugget, Selena, Sydney, Jewel, Gouda Lover, Rebecca Lucas, and Faith. Thank you so much for being here. Any lore, any memes, anything that you know, don't laugh at him yet. I gotta watch an ad. So, like, oh, it's frozen for people? Aw. I don't know if I'm frozen, but I love you. Bye. I hope you can hear me and see me. We're back. Okay. You might have missed my point, but I'm going to make it again for the people that are back. Because it's important to me. And I think you all are a good test audience. Oh, wait. Now it says 0 views. Maybe we are down. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I'll just say it again. No, because it's going to be in the recording. I don't want to tell the same joke twice. But anyway, if anyone can hear me, thank you for being here. Love you guys so much. This is usually the highlight of my week, and this week was no exceptions. Wait, you want to know? Tell me the joke, please. All right, I'll talk about it while we stare at Justin Bieber's beard. But what I was saying is, like, and I'm not really joking, is how when someone goes to prison for a long time and then they get out and they have a hard time and they want to go back to prison, that's how I feel about the school year starting. Like, I need structure. Like, I can't make it out there on my own in the world. Like, I need the bell to ring to tell me it's lunchtime so that I eat my food and don't accidentally starve myself. Like, I need to have to be there and there be consequences if I'm not there. That's just unfortunately how my brain works and just what I need. So weirdly, throughout the summer, I was feeling like violently mentally ill. But now I'm just exhausted and I don't have time to be mentally ill, which is perfect. I'll take this any day. But thank you so much for being here and listening to my antics. I will see you next week for Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I love you so much.